All right, what's going on? Welcome to a special edition of the Life in Transitions Experts YouTube channel and Facebook group. I'm your host, Courtney Rollins, and I'm here today. Usually, the content has something that's focused on transitions for folks, such as maybe they're entering the probate space, they're dealing with the death of a loved one, or perhaps they're trying to prepare for their life and they need to protect their legacy and they're trying to avoid probate. That's one of the things that we try to help people do is give as many resources as possible through that. And recently, if you've followed the channel or maybe you've seen some recent videos, you've seen that I've added life insurance and benefits coverage and protection to my tool belt to help you and to help folks have more resources available. And some people may be wondering how I came from the world or how I entered the world of life insurance or why life insurance. If you followed me before, you know that I spend and still spend my time in the real estate probate space. So I'm just going to go really briefly over my journey and then give you 5 reasons why I decided to add life insurance to my tool belt. There's so many other reasons, but yeah, maybe you haven't heard my journey. I started many years ago. For about 20 years, I was an educator. I taught second grade, I taught middle school, I taught even at the higher education level in residential education and student affairs. I've always been fascinated with just human development. Really, I thought all my life I was going to be a preacher, teacher, or an actor, and I definitely fulfill those roles in the roles that I play now. And I think it was around 2018 or 2019. I was really trying to figure out what I was going to do with my life. I have a director of diversity, equity, and inclusion position at a private school that in Baltimore, Maryland. And although I was helping folks deal with equity and issues in that sense, I didn't see my equity improving or increasing. And I realized that, hey, even though I love working and help people, there has to be a way I can have a bigger impact and bring more money into my life. I really didn't understand how money worked. I didn't understand that value that you add has to be in proportion, has to be augmented, all those things. So I started, like many people in the self-development journey, reading books, Think and Grow Rich, and Bob Proctor, Les Brown, all these great teachers that just feed into you. And the one thing that I kept hearing over and over again is that you need to move from an employee trading your time for money and moving more towards making your money work for you. And some of those vehicles were real estate and those routes. But I didn't want to just go into real estate and just like go in and just, of course, you got to buy at a discount. I didn't want to just I had to find a way to do that. And one of the ways that spoke to me was by helping folks. So I'll go find people with distress situations, see if I could solve those situations and earn the right to buy their property at a discount so that I could use it as an investment. And one space where a lot of people were having issues were when someone passes away. And that's when I learned about probate. And so the probate space, again, when someone dies, you have to settle the affairs. And usually to pay the debt or unlock the inheritance, people usually will sell the largest asset in the estate, and that's quite often the property. And so I was helping people buying the properties, but I kept realizing that there were folks that were coming to me who didn't want to sell their property, but still wanted help in probate. And I realized also there are tools that you can use to avoid probate, that you don't have to go through the probate process that's long, expensive, and costly and public. I should say public. You don't have to do that if you put certain things in place. And even when I was going through probate files, I would see certain profile of people who had their legacy protected, who didn't have to go through probate, who didn't have to sell their property. And I wanted to learn more, and I became attracted to or to the space of benefits and protecting folks and how you can use that. And I learned that life insurance is one of the great vehicles to do that. And that's when North American Senior Benefits came into play, NASB, awesome organization, IMO, insurance marketing operations, and my a good friend AJ Rideout, who is my upline, the guy who's directly above, who recruited me. Great character, great person, gives, and it really attracted me. So that's why I decided to join, and that's what I'm doing. And hey, check out my journey because I am tracking it, give you the good, the bads, and the uglies, and you'll see that journey as it goes. But I've already been able to help a lot of folks, and it's pretty cool. So 5 quick reasons that I desire to help rather than only profit. I love making money. I have no problem making money. I don't think anything's wrong with you loving making money. I prefer to make money by bringing value to folks and appreciating and enjoying what I do. Wholesalers, folks who work in probate, who buy property, play an amazing and important role, and they are helping. They do do help. However, I know that many of the folks that I was helping would have rather had different options. So I'd rather be on this side and be a little more preventative, proactive, I should say. And it's empowering the clients to keep their properties, to keep their legacies, to actually have the peace of mind that they need to know that their loved ones and what they love is protected. And it builds long-lasting relationships. Usually, even though I try to stay in touch with folks I bought properties from, when I as a life insurance agent, you have me, I have that person for life. So we really get to build a relationship, know their birthdays, their dogs, their likes or dislikes, the vacation they're on. It's pretty awesome to meet folks. It's a cool thing. And it also helps me focus on financial education. I have to constantly continue to grow and to learn. To master a craft, you have to constantly learn. And so that's what I get to do right here in the this space of life insurance, how to leverage it, because there's different things besides final expense, which I am focusing on. That's area I'm focusing on. But there's other areas. There's retirement using annuities. There's using IULs. There's using the infinite banking strategy. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do, and I get to be to help people with that and learn more. And of course, it makes a very meaningful impact. I get to make meaning in this world. I get to support and be a part of your journey. That's a very humbling and awesome thing, in my opinion. And so, yeah, continue to follow my journey. If you need support or help at all with your life insurance or avoiding probate, or even if you do have a property that you're looking to sell quickly, feel free to reach out and we'll see how we can support you, be a part of your journey. Yo, hit that like and subscribe so we can share with more folks. This is the LITE Life Insurance Life and Transitions Experts channel. Let your light shine.